New work by Claire Wilkshire is always a pleasure to read, and we hope you'll enjoy her reading from her story Mothers in her debut short fiction collection, The Love Olympics. Abigail Dawn in TEAGAL Lifestyle calls the collection an all-encompassing take on love. Wilkshire approaches each short story with authentic experiences that encourage readers not to put the book down. Lisa Moore said, "Here, a mastery of style and depth of character are linked in a pinkie swear or a contact sport or anything else which is full of promise, lifelong friendship, some hurt and tenderness." Claire Wilkshire is a writer, editor, translator, and teacher living in St. John's with her husband, writer Larry Mathews. They have 2 adult children. Maxine, which came out with Breakwater in 2013, was Claire's first novel. Her short fiction has appeared in publications such as Grain, The New Quarterly, Event, and The Fiddlehead. She's a founding member of the Burning Rock writing group. Please welcome Claire.
Hi, my name's Claire Wilkshire, and I'm going to read from the first story in my book, The Love Olympics, which is called Mothers. When children visit, when they come back for Thanksgiving or Easter, when they arrive at the airport with tired smiles, wearing clothes that have not smashed against the inside of a washing machine in recent memory, when they sit around the kitchen table like adults, which they are, with their partners, telling tales of adult lives which they're living, more or less, they have opinions. They know how to do new things, and some of those things you do not yourself know how to do. Make a good grain bowl, map bus routes on an app, and now you would like to know how to do those things. They are aware of some global political issues that escaped your attention because you were immersed in some other thing last week, and all you can say is, "The Italian ambassador? No, I didn't hear about that." You wonder how they learned these things about work and ambassadors when you were not there to tell them. They tip kitchen chairs back or hop up on the counter and sit in the corner, swinging their legs and telling funny stories about profs or co-workers whose names and personalities you mostly know by now. You say, "Oh, Adrian, he didn't," as if you knew Adrian, as if you'd ever laid eyes on him, which actually you have, because you've creeped him on Facebook. But no one needs to know that, and it is, in any case, normal. It is akin to industrial espionage. It is learning things about the other parties involved in the life of your child that you might potentially have cause to know at some future point. Because the fact that they're not living with you at this moment doesn't mean they're gone forever, lost to you, that you're just a tiresome old fogey prone to repeating yourself and fretting about boring details. You're mildly confident you haven't actually reached that stage yet. In fact, you might at any point be called upon to perform some task involving protection, assistance, possibly heroic action. And knowing what Adrian's about is the kind of intel that could hypothetically be useful there. Over the long weekend, they burrow into the couch with blankets. They spend the morning watching videos, sending messages, snorting as they point out funny memes to each other. They spend hours gearing up to work on assignments for courses, and you start to wonder if you should make suggestions, turn off the music, set a timer. But all of a sudden, when the afternoon is already well underway, they slave away for half an hour and suddenly, bingo, the assignment's done. They wonder if they can defrost something for lunch. After lunch, they eat the grapes, all the grapes. They eat chips, they locate the crackers and the good cheese. You come into the kitchen when they've gone out and gather up the plates, the phone chargers, the half-empty Diet Coke bottles, the bowls with remnants of oatmeal or pea soup, mugs with dregs of lemon tea. You rinse the coffee grounds out of the bottom of the French press and put the guitar back in its case and fold the throw and load the dishwasher and turn it on. You wipe down the table, and soon comes the thud of the front door, and they are back. Their arms circle around you, and they are laughing. You are laughing. They are young and strong and warm, except for the frozen hands they hold at the back of your neck to make you squeak. And you put out more food. You tell them to help themselves, to settle in, to be comfortable, to leave their laundry in a pile in the hall because you can throw on a load for them later. And they laugh again because they don't care about laundry. But really, you would like to do their laundry. You look at a pair of feet and say, "Are those my socks?" And a finger is placed on your lips while someone says, "Shh." You would like to do whatever would make their day easier. You want them to feel good here, to want to come back, to bring their light and their warmth and their smiles into the house and deposit them everywhere like flotsam, like little bunches of grapes, close and fat and sweet. The night before they leave, they traipse into the bedroom while you're in the ensuite with the door open. They drape themselves over your bed, one on top of the comforter and the other underneath, one with limbs all sprawly, the other bunched up for maximal heat conservation. They're gazing up at the ceiling or onto the screen of a phone, and their words come out in little lazy clumps with long spaces between them as you brush your teeth and wipe your mouth. No one is addressing anyone in particular as you lift the edge of the comforter and crawl in, pushing gently at the nesting one who shuffles over a little to make room. And you're 3/4 asleep by the time they roll slowly over and brush lips up against your cheek and murmur good night. The bed heaves and they pad away to their rooms as you roll into the warm space they've vacated and try to pretend that they're still there, that the alarm won't go off in the middle of the night and set your heart skittering around like a baby goat, that you won't check the departures website and help load their bags into the trunk and wait until they've checked in, just in case, and walk them to the security area and squeeze them tight and turn away quickly, rubbing the back of your hand over your cheek and heading out in the dark to the cold, empty car.